Trisha and Todd, it's been almost a year since students were actually going to school buildings, but come Monday morning, they're going to be doing just that. And so everyone needs to be paying attention when they're in school zones. Now, school zones are active when those lights are flashing, when children are present, and 30 minutes before and after school. As the youngest CCSD students prepare to head back to school, local leaders are pleading with everyone to slow down to save lives.
It was just a few years ago in 2008 that a student of Cartwright Elementary School, a 9-year-old boy, was killed while simply trying to leave school.
Commissioner Michael Naff says the driver that day was not impaired or speeding. She was simply not being as careful as she could have been.
She stopped at a stop sign and looked left before turning right, hitting the boy in the process.
Naff says this is a painful reminder of the real-life consequences of not following the law in school zones. In school zones, it is against the law to make a U-turn or pass another driver. Andrew Bennett with the Nevada Office of Traffic Safety says you also need to pay attention to speed limits.
Speed kills. We have extremely low speed limits in the school zones, and that's designed to eliminate that possibility of a fatality to happening.
Bennett says from August 2019 to March of 2020, which is the last period that students were inside school buildings, 41 children were hit on their way to or from school. 3 were seriously injured and 1 student died.
And so when we talk about the importance of pedestrian safety, literally lives are on the line.
And Trisha and Todd, as we all know, these are the stories, the gut-wrenching stories that we remember, and they are avoidable if people just pay attention and slow down when they are in these school zones.
Yeah, Jackie, that is really just such an important message. And so I'm curious, what are some of the things that you think that parents can tell their own kids before they walk out the door on Monday morning?
Yeah, these local leaders are giving some suggestions to students as well. They say to wear bright colors, stay visible, and never assume that the driver sees you. So just to be as careful as possible when they're crossing the street and when they're walking around the school building. Trisha and Todd.
All right, Jackie, thank you.